Welcome to my YouTube channel where we demonstrate and discuss everything related to theatrical and entertainment production crafts. Please subscribe to get the latest updates, posts, and demonstrations. While I will focus primarily on safety in the shops and comprehensive training and operating procedures for tools and machinery, I'll also demonstrate and discuss practical applications like flat and platform construction, scene painting, and more. If you'd like to see something specific, please let me know in the comments. Once again, please subscribe and power up the alert bell to get the most up-to-date notifications about new content. We have our brickwork here, and our brickwork has had its brick textures, a couple of different layers of that, and we've got our mortar line drawn in, but it looks a little too clean, a little too fresh, a little too like something that's freshly painted, and we want this to look aged, and we want this to look weathered. And probably the easiest and simplest way to do that is to do some spattering on it. I've done a little demonstration here in the end of the video, but we're getting some little spatters of the light gray and some black, and that's going to also create some imperfections in the brick that will make it a little more realistic. I'm not sure if the spattering in this case is going to age it as much as I'd like it to age, and I could do that with some additional washes and some other stuff afterwards, but at least it's going to get the brick from looking nice and clean and crisp, even though my mortar lines are a little bit sloppy in many cases. It's going to sort of even all that out. And that's why I wasn't real concerned about my mortar lines being perfect. I knew I was going to do the spatter coat, and I knew that was going to even out a lot of my messy mortar lines. So I think we're going to start with a little bit of the white, or the gray, the light gray. I don't want to overdo it, so I'm going to make sure I shake out the big bits of my brush. Just kind of lightly dust it everywhere, trying not to create linear lines. If I just go like that, I'm going to create a linear thing, and I don't want to do that. I want to be irregular with it. And I want to be, for this particular application, I want to be pretty fine with my droplets. I don't want to be too heavy. I don't need to necessarily get the white or any particular color evenly all over this, because I'm going to use, I've got 5 colors here, maybe more colors than I need, but we shall see. I wanted to just create a whole lot of different variety. Can't quite reach the far side. We're going to start with that. We may come back and put more of the light gray on. Really, probably all I need is the light gray and the black, because there's a lot of other colors on here already. Black is going to be a little heavy on the mortar line. You can see that already. We're not going to use a whole lot of black. Black's a little bit too much. Got a little bit of a splatter there. I'm going to try to even that out. This is some of the orangey, bricky color that I used in the paint itself. So I think I can be quite liberal with this. And I kind of was hoping I'd get more of the spatter into the mortar lines. It's not as much going in there as I'd like. But I think for the application in a virtual show as a backdrop, I think it's going to be okay. I don't think someone's going to be able to read that on the video. In fact, highly possible I'm doing more than I need to for the video, for the broadcast. But this is new for all of us, and we're going to find out. Yeah, I want to kind of cover up that black splotch a little bit. I get a little more distance. It gives me a little more control sometimes. And if I'm too close, I've got a darker gray. We're going to do a little bit of that. It's a little more watery. We don't need much of this. Then my final color is more of a middle brown. I think I've done that one. No, I did the orange earlier. I think I can be quite liberal with this one. I think I might need a little more black. If you have ever been to Disneyland, which I'm sure many of you have, you'll notice there are rocks in the planters. And most of those rocks are actually fake rocks that you've never noticed, are fiberglass or something like that. And they are just spatter painted. It's simply rock shape with spatter paint. So next time you go there, have a look and see if you can spot them. Oftentimes there are controls hidden in some of them for outdoor venues and things like the Fantasmic show. You have to open up a rock panel to get access to a controller to bring the towers up that the follow spots are run from. Many of them are hidden with an Allen key. You have to know where the Allen key goes in, the coffin lock, and they get unlocked with the coffin lock. All right, yeah, the black is going to be our last little piece de resistance. And this is giving us the extra bang that we need. I think I like that. As I've been going for more black, I say I think I like that. It's easy to be too subtle with your scene painting, especially in a larger theatrical venue. And then you get 10 feet away, 20 feet away, and everything just disappears. Yeah. I think we're going to stop there. I'm trying to decide whether I want to put more of the light gray on, and I don't think I do. I like it the darker. The light gray is going to make it pop a little bit more. So when this dries, in the morning, I'll put in we'll stand it up vertically so I can get gravity working with me. And we're going to do some aging of the top, making it look like it's been burned and charred, like the roof of the building has been burned out. And we may come back with some wash and wipe down some of the bricks to create some staining or some calcification or something like that.